Welcome, everybody, to Journal with Me plus your angel messages. Today is day 14 of the 30-day Journal with Me challenge, self-imposed, but you are welcome to join if you would like. I am so honored to be able to do this with you every morning. It's what I do with my morning routine every morning, and the angels have been asking me for a while to just show everybody what I do so they can develop their own method. And I've been doing this for many, many years. Starting your day with this intentional connection with the angels is phenomenal. It changes everything. It brings in so much support. We're going to go into your angel messages as well. We journal about them. I show you the way I do it. Of course, there's all kinds of ways to do this, and I encourage you to customize the way you do it so that it feels right for you. And like I said, we started pulling cards with this series. It's been really fun to chat about it. And I go over just kind of how I normally do it every day. Good morning, Kathy. Thanks for being here. Hope you're having a great start to your day. I'm feeling pretty good. Woke up feeling a little lightheaded because there's allergens in the air, so like a little stuffy, but otherwise actually feeling pretty good. I went to bed early, slept well, and always excited to get up and start these sessions with you guys. I've been trying to be a little proactive and even schedule the link a little early. It's just that sometimes the schedule is not predictable, so I don't know exactly when I'm going to go, but so far so good. And yeah, I'm really just having so much fun with these journal with me's, and it's fun to see the way the energy connects with all of us. Tomorrow, we have that really powerful full moon. Good morning, Connie. Thanks for being here. And so I think I might be able to do a little bit of a longer journal with me, just if you want to plan for that, because normally I have to drive one of my kids to tennis, and she doesn't have tennis on Friday morning. So that might mean we can journal together a little longer and go over that full moon spread that I've shared with you guys. So if you haven't gotten it already, the link below to get the full moon spread, grab it, keep it with you. It's for every full moon. If you just want to get a little ahead, there's also the new moon one on there. And of course, I have the prayer protection I use. Just a quick reminder, you don't download it immediately. I said that wrong yesterday on Archangel Gabriel. You have to use the individual link to enter your email, and then it will be emailed to you. And if you're already a newsletter subscriber, thank you. If you're not, I invite you to sign up for my free newsletter at devondoer.com to get my ebook. But again, that's a different link. So if you want the full moon spread, please use the link below and enter your name and email, and you will get an email to download the link. So I said it wrong yesterday. I just wanted to correct myself. Good morning, Carla. Good morning, Casey. Thank you for being here. Blessings to you all as well. So hopefully you've grabbed your journal. We're going to get started with these angel messages here. And then, of course, I'll show you, we'll go through the routine record in case it's something you have in your journal, just to make it a habit. We'll talk about some of this energy and, get started even further. So I'm just having so much fun with this. Yesterday's live about Archangel Gabriel was super fun. I know some of you were there live with me. Thank you. And we had such a fun reminder that, I said I always see the color like greenish blue or teal with Archangel Gabriel. And was that you, Kathy, that connected the dots? Gabriel is also associated with copper, and copper turns to a tealish, greenish blue color when it's out in the weather. So somebody connected the dots for me with that yesterday. I was like, oh my gosh, I've never thought about the change copper makes. I think it's called oxidation, right? And here the color of this journal is the color that I see often with Archangel Gabriel. And, I said, anyways, I won't take your time with it. Check it out if you want to know the top 5 reasons to ask Archangel Gabriel to work with you, and how I didn't even know Gabriel was working with me for a very long time, but I was getting all these signs and symbols. And of course I use hindsight to go back and track all the signs and symbols, and then you just can't deny it. Good morning, April. Great to see you here. Yes, good, beautiful morning. All right, so we're going to start off with the first card to get some journaling going, do some affirmation. Kathy says, I will use the link below. I did not see it in the newsletter. It's amazing. Oh, good. Yes, the oxidation. I know. Yes, so that's what I was saying incorrectly yesterday. If you want the full moon spread or the new moon spread or the journaling, the prayer protection, you have to use the individual links. It's just the way my website's set up. So use the link itself, put your name and email in, and you will get an email almost immediately. If you don't, check your spam. If you still don't, then email me at info@devondoer.com. Thank you for reminding me about that, Kathy. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's separate from the newsletter. It's just the way it's set up. Okay, so here is our first card for today. It is the 3 of Air. Now, we had this card yesterday during the live, I believe, the Wednesday afternoon live. And what I'm getting from this is there's something that's recently happened that was hurtful. It might have been a breakup. It might have been something somebody said in a tactless way. Maybe it was a minor argument with a spouse or a loved one or boss. And thank you, April, for putting that in the comments. I appreciate it. And so the need to the need to forgive yourself or others came up. And I'm getting this is something recent that happened. We've been having a lot of guidance to really get clear on what is no longer serving us for this full moon tomorrow. Because once Pluto goes into Aquarius next week, it's going to be powerful. And we want to feel very empowered to do that. So let's start with a journaling prompt here. And of course, an affirmation. As you know, I always go straight to the next blank space in my journal. We were chatting yesterday on the live about those of us who just feel like we really need to finish one journal before we move on to the next. That's part of the reason I created this journal this way, so that you're not stuck to a timeline. Sometimes it takes me 8 months to go through a journal. Other times I go through it in 6 months. Other times it takes 11 months. So having the 12-month planner just never worked out for me. So I wanted it to be more evergreen. So let's connect now with this journaling prompt, November 14th. Thank you, God, for today. TGT, right? And then morning angels and guides. MAG. Casey says, I have an angel grandbaby due to come into the earth plane at any time. Hands yellow, heart red. Oh, that is so exciting, Casey. Sending so much love. Wow. So exciting. And you're going to get to do all these really cool things with your grandbaby, like ask about the other realms. When they're so little, they'll just tell you. They'll just tell you where they came from and why they picked their family. You just have to ask them. It's like my youngest, when she was 2 and 3 years old, she would always tell me, "Oh yeah, I know grandma." Meaning my grandma. "I know great grandma." I was like, No, honey, you weren't born. In fact, I wasn't even pregnant with you until after she passed." "No, I know her." And she did. I've gotten lots of validation. Okay, so let's go into a pocket affirmation. I was just sitting here thinking about it. I want something kind of short, but since we've been getting this 3 of Air card, and it's also 3 of Swords, right? So a lot of times in the tarot deck, you'll see that represents heartbreak. I'm getting this as something that's happened in the past too, because it's the first card we pulled. And so, I think it's something about taking the time to heal. So I easily find time to heal. I easily find time to heal. If you want to put that in the comments below this video too, write it in your journal. I easily find time to heal. Because a lot of times as light workers, we put ourselves last, right? We take care of everybody else. And we do need to heal ourselves first. Healer, heal thyself. Pardon me while I took a sip of coffee there. It's starting to get cold while I'm talking. So let's do a journaling prompt because I really think it's important that we go deeper with these messages. One of the things I learned when I first started tracking all the evidence that I was getting from the angels, I started tracking the angel guidance. When something big would come up astrologically, like a full moon or a new moon, I wasn't always ready to go deep because I hadn't done the preparation. So part of what you're doing by journaling every single day is preparing for that big energetic push to either release something or manifest something or identify something or heal something like we're talking about right now. So I feel like, this prompt here is where in my life is more healing needed? And then we're going to do a follow-up question. Where do I feel my healing is complete? Where do I feel my healing is complete? Where in my life is more healing needed? Where do I feel my healing is complete? Those two things are questions designed to help you identify the difference between feeling healed versus, okay, there's more, versus, I've got to let this go, right? I've got to let this be water under the bridge. It's time to just let it go. So they're talking about the need to forgive ourselves or others, because a lot of times we need to forgive ourselves for allowing something to happen, for staying in a situation, right? We get that. But also maybe it's just better just to let something be water under the bridge so you can move on. I think that can be really, really valuable with this energy we have coming up. Casey says, my daughter had 8 kids. We took everywhere with us when she was a little girl. Oh, I love that. Good morning, Truth or Fears. Great to see you here. Good morning, Paul. You had a big black bear in your backyard? Oh my gosh. Yeah. That is a huge symbol there. Wow. That's so cool. Something prompted me about a month or so ago to look up bears in Texas, because I just assumed we didn't have any bears in Texas. But it turns out by Big Bend, which is looks like a totally different part of the country, there are bears that will wander through there. I was like, wow, I just always thought I never have to think about bears no matter where I am in Texas. Of course, I haven't been out there. And of course, anytime you're camping, you're going to be aware of anything like that. All right, so we started off with that great pocket affirmation of I easily find time to heal. And then the journaling, where in my life is more healing needed? Where do I feel my healing is complete? And so let's go into the routine record that's October. The routine record, just as a reminder, if you do have this journal or you have something similar that you've created in your own journal, we want to check in with our daily routine to check in with our energy levels. If you haven't already, I'd appreciate if you'd hit the like button on this video and share it with anybody you think it resonates with. Also, subscribe if you haven't. But I know my beautiful subscribers are here, and let me know how you're doing. Oh, Paul says, I would think they'd be sleeping by now. Yeah, in hibernation. It's starting to get cold, huh? How's everybody doing today? How are you feeling? I know some of you came on a little later than when I started. I was asking about that. I'm feeling a lot more energetic this morning than I did the first few mornings of this week. I slept better last night. I think that helped. But yeah, I'm just curious because I think it's important for us to check in with the collective energy too. And how is everybody feeling? And are you getting good hindsight from checking in with these angel messages? In fact, we're going to look back at the angel messages from yesterday briefly too in a minute. All right, so I'm just going to go through here like I always do. Pop this light on so I can actually see the dots. But I did get everything in yesterday, especially being in bed by 10. I think I was in bed by 9. It was like extra early. It was really nice. My day was super great, super fun doing the live and the journal with you. So I guess I'll just say it was a very joyful day. Busy but joyful. We talked about this. What day was that? Saturday. that it was like whistle while you work energy. I was just on my feet nonstop, packing up these babies to go to Amazon because it's really interesting being on that side of things. It takes forever. They shipped my first box that I sent some inventory in October 31st. They shipped it to like Tennessee. It was stuck there for like a week, and then it's now on its way to Vegas. So I don't know. And then they shipped 2 more boxes on Saturday, and they haven't arrived yet. So, but yeah, these were part of my projects this weekend, and I enjoyed it a lot. By the way, yesterday I pointed out that if you did want to track your energy with the signs, last night we did have the moon move into Taurus. So this full moon tomorrow is Taurus. Oh, are you having a hard time hearing me? Yeah, let me know if anybody else is having a hard time hearing me. It shows my mic's doing okay. Actually, it shows like it's a little hot. So yeah, please let me know in the comments if anybody's having a hard time hearing me. So you are having a hard time, Carla, hearing me? What about you, Paul? In and out. Okay, thank you for letting me know. Goodness gracious. Let's see. I'm going to turn this up a little bit. Is that any better? It's showing a little hot for me. I might have been turning away from the mic too much. All right, let me know if that's any better. So I was talking about how the moon went into Taurus last night. And so if you want to, if you're doing something similar, you could go ahead and do the little Taurus symbol, the little glyph for Taurus right above the 14th. So you'll know that today, as you go through the day, that it's definitely more of a Taurus energy. And then the full moon energy is, we're already starting to feel it, right? Especially now that it's moving into Taurus. How's that level of sound there? Is that any better? So track that if you want to. Of course, as you see, I'm tracking the Mars into Leo. And just checking in over here with my calendar, like this is why I do this evergreen, so we can use it for anything we want to. Oh, good, Connie. I'm glad they're helping so much. And yeah, using the hindsight is powerful. So we'll go into that in a minute. But we do have that full moon tomorrow. We have Saturn direct. The moon will be conjunct Uranus, and then we have Sun opposed Uranus on the 16th. So these 2 days, tomorrow and Saturday, we're going to be feeling it today, but you might get some surprises. You might get some interesting information. And we want to hold space for ourselves with this energy. So a lot of the guidance this week has been to take anything off your calendar that you don't feel you absolutely have to do, so you can have that time for healing, have that time for going within and all of that. So like I said, I'm hoping to do a little bit of a longer journal with me session tomorrow, so we can go through the full moon spread together. So make sure you grab that full moon spread below. MJ says, I am feeling anxious in Scorpio season. Journaling helps me through the day. Thank you. Oh, I'm so grateful, MJ. Yes, me too. And you know what? We have Sagittarius season starting next week. Pluto going into Aquarius on the 19th and Sag starting on the 21st. So we're almost there, MJ, but usually the final degrees of any sign are the most intense. And then Scorpio energy is already a very passionate, intense energy. So, I came across a funny, I think it was either on Instagram or TikTok, with Ryan Gosling talking about how he doesn't like to talk about his astrology because he's a Scorpio and everybody has like things to say about Scorpios. And I'm like, I know, I don't like that people do that. Poor Scorpios get a bad rap. Scorpios are amazing. I have a lot of Scorpios in my life. I'm not a Scorpio myself, but it's a water energy like my Cancer sun sign. Oh, good. I'm glad you guys can hear me better. Thank you for letting me know. I wonder if I was glitching a little. Maybe my internet was glitching a little. But I thought it was funny. He was just like so turned off by astrology because he's like, oh, everybody says, watch out for Scorpios. And I'm like, yep, that's what my Scorpio friends are like. They don't want to hear about it because a lot of times they're given a hard time for it. And that's not fair. Then I also have some really amazing Scorpio friends that are amazing astrologers. Like they faced it head on. They're like, bring this on. I don't really think that it's that big a deal. All right, I'm going to turn off this light for a minute because I like it being cozier. All right, let's go over to the journaling again. We'll pull another angel message here. I just wanted to remind you about hindsight here. So yesterday, we had some really great cards. We had the Page of Earth was our first card. We had the Sun, which was so fun. And then we had the Ten of Earth. And, it's interesting. We had the clarification card of the Hermit and the clarification card of the Ace of Air. When I use hindsight for these cards for me, it kind of described my day. Like in the morning, the Page of Earth energy was really prominent. I was doing some research on technology, getting some things done. In the middle of the day is when I had the super fun live with you guys about Archangel Gabriel. And so it felt like that sun energy, like my heart was amazing. In fact, I actually went out on my patio and sat in the sun for the live, which I didn't even think about that till afterwards. Like, oh my gosh, I got the sun card. And I just intuitively thought, I'm going to sit outside for this and sit in the sun. And yet, so there's the sun card. And that was kind of the middle of my day. And then towards the end of the day, 10 of Earth, Life's Little Luxuries, I definitely was leaning into that. I was ready to slow down. I sat and watched a funny show with my daughter. My youngest daughter, Evelyn, she and I have been watching the Big Bang series together. So we watch she'll come home from school and we'll kind of unwind, and we always sing the intro together. April, if you're here, that's because of you. We love it. We sing it every time. Paul says, Devon, seeing the Alan Parsons live on Friday night, and cool. Don't Answer Me and Eye in the Sky should be fun in Pennsylvania. Amazing. Yeah, the full moon, like I said, you can start seeing it now, but the actual apex is going to be tomorrow when it's considered 100% full. Let me double check when the time is on that. I have it right here. So for Pennsylvania, it'll be 4:28 p.m. Tomorrow. But we're definitely seeing it already in the sky. We're definitely feeling the energy. Connie says, I really like Scorpios. Yay! Scorpio fan in the house. Oh, yeah. All the energies are amazing in their own ways. So it's just a shame that Scorpios got a bad rap I think in the 70s because of some book that came out, and they never forgot it. Scorpios don't forget. They have very good memories. Okay, so I just wanted to bring that up because when we're using hindsight, sometimes we might overthink the messages and get a little too caught up in, I don't know what this means. So like I said, it was pretty easy to use hindsight with yesterday's messages to see that my day was kind of went about the day that way. So we have 3 of your first, and I do have to get off right around the 30-minute mark. So I need to get going with these messages some more and not chit chat so much, but I love chit chatting with you guys. So our second card is the 5 of Fire, 5 of Wands. And it says, competing goals, bothersome details, conflict with others. So see what stands out for you with that. We're going to write that down here. Oh, did I write down the first card? I didn't even write down the first card. So I always write the cards down so it's easy to find. The first card was 3 of Air. And of course, healing was the main takeaway there. And then the second card is 5 of Fire. And I really feel like what stands out to me for this is just that conflict with others again. So we really want to protect our energy and definitely, choose our battles wisely, kind of understand why we have competing goals with others. That can be really powerful. Thank you, Paul. I appreciate you checking it out. Yeah, it was super fun to talk about Archangel Gabriel yesterday. So let's move on to the third card here because I really feel that we're going to get some clarification here. Yep. The Dreamer. Okay, this card is also the full card in tarot. And it says, a leap of faith, follow your dreams, unexpected opportunities. That's exciting. I like that. I wanted to mention too, if you didn't see the live I did with Chris Reck on Tuesday, check it out. It's really powerful guidance for now through May. There's a bonus reading at the end. We did all signs. And he mentioned something that I've heard him say a lot, but I hadn't remembered it until he said it again, that the 5 cards, he considers that there's usually an easy solution to these. And I was like, wow, that really stood out to me. That's Chris Reck from Minnow Tarot, in case you missed it. He talks about the 5s being an easy solution. And I love hearing that because it's like, we don't have to overcomplicate things. If we're having conflict with others or we're having competing goals, there's an easy solution. There's a way to work through it. And then to have the full card, or the Dreamer in this one, which says a leap of faith, follow your dreams, unexpected opportunities, that could be where, the solution is to try something new. Take a leap of faith, right? So I'm going to write that in here for the third card, the Dreamer. And I like the unexpected opportunities part of that. That's what's really standing out for me. So I'm going to write that. So I will use hindsight tomorrow and see what came up, what unexpected opportunities came up today to find an easy solution. Of course, I'm going to ask the angels for help with that. I'm going to say, angels, help me find an easy solution, help this all go smoothly. I think that's a really valuable thing to do too. Casey says, my son is a Scorpio and he's the best son a mom could ask for. I love it. Aw, and so loyal. Scorpios are so loyal and loving. And I mean, it's amazing. So those are our main 3 messages for today. I do have just a couple more minutes here. So I would like to pull some clarification cards to help us, because it's kind of like, okay, this is the energy we're getting for right now. But let's get some clarification for guidance on how to handle it, especially since really these 3 cards they're more describing what might be going on energetically. So what's some guidance, something we can actually do about it, especially when there is potentially a very easy solution to all of this. So here is another clarification card here. I love this. 9 of Water. Your wishes come true. Concerns fade away, a love of life. That is awesome. That is a beautiful card. What stands out to me with this card is her head's above water. She's come up for fresh air. So I'm feeling like this breath of fresh air with something. So that could be what this leap of faith is, doing something new where it just feels like a breath of fresh air, something exciting, right? And we've been getting a lot of guidance around that. So let's write that down, and I'll pull one more clarification card before I hop off here. 6:44 my time, so I know it's getting close, but I love seeing that 44. So the 4th card was 9 of Water. Breath of fresh air. So that was really, thank you, Carla. That's so sweet. That was, what was really standing out to me about the breath of fresh air, but you might really focus on that concerns fading away, especially with this full moon, right? If there's something that just really weighs on you, this is the time we're meant to address it right now. All right, one more card and then I gotta hop off and drive kids. It's so great being on here with all of you. Queen of Earth. Oh, wow. This is a great final message for today. And I hope you will go throughout the day writing down any signs and symbols you get, of course. It says thoughtful, creative, warm, sensible. Make time for those around you. Take a sensible approach. Deal with challenges in a kind and understanding way. So this is, of course, the Queen of Pentacles in the Tarot deck. So I'm going to write that down. It's Queen of Earth. And so if you are having conflict with others, like we had that 3 of air and 5 of fire at the beginning, we want to go higher. Go take the angel perspective. Dealing with others. Sometimes the compassionate thing is to walk away, cool off, right? All right. Thank you all for being here. I will see you tomorrow. Please hit that like button if you haven't already. I appreciate it. And remember, take time every day to connect with the angels.